Can you imagine your flight's delayed for 2 hours and then you get arrested for being a terrorist? That's terrible. Waymo driverless car in San Fran runs over and kills beloved neighborhood cat, Kit Kat, sparking community outrage. Waymos are going to start not only killing cats, but eventually people are going to die in a Waymo. People are going to die in a Waymo, and this is what it is. Let's watch this a little bit. This is sad. Obviously, Kit Kat, R.I.P. the cat, killed by a Waymo. Killed by a Waymo, Kit Kat.
I would be hoping that this whole Kit Kat thing just dies. And that's not happening. Tomorrow we'll be holding a press conference at Ronder's Market, Tuesday, November 4th at noon.
Justice for Kit Kat.
My name is Jackie Fielder. I represent the Mission on the San Francisco Board of Supervisors. The Mission is where our beloved Kit Kat called home. I live around the corner from Ronder's Market where...
Here's what's interesting about this. San Francisco for the last decade has had people on fentanyl shitting and fucking in the street. Nobody has cared about that. People have been overdosing on the street in San Francisco literally for about a decade. People walk over dead bodies to get into Whole Foods. None of that has bothered anyone. One Waymo kills a cat, and now they're ready to go. This is amazing. A Waymo killed this cat, and all of these people are, she goes, we're having a press conference about this. Literally 2 blocks away from where the, sad cat killing was, there are people bleeding out on the street dying. I mean, this is crazy. I'm talking about Requiem for a Dream, final scene, double penetration, ass to ass fucking to get more fent 3 blocks away from where this cat was killed, and no one blinks an eye. No one bats an eye at that, by the way, over there. But if a cat gets killed by a driverless car, then all of a sudden the tech people have too much power. Then people start asking questions. Not the surveillance technology, not Peter Thiel doing doing a musical about Satan. None of that. That doesn't get them going. It's a cat getting squashed by a Waymo. Let's watch a little bit of this.
By a Waymo. Last week, I posted about how the Waymo CEO said that society will accept a murder by a Waymo. And since the fatal hit and run of Kit Kat, Waymo has confirmed that one of its self-driving cars indeed killed Kit Kat. And Waymo tried to say that the cat jumped in front of the car when actually deeper reporting by Mission Local uncovered from witnesses that Kit Kat was actually sitting in front of the Waymo.
How funny it would be if as she's walking, a homeless guy just jumps and eats her. Like he just bites her neck and she goes down. 2 people who asked to remain anonymous said they left the bar Dalva on Monday night and saw Kit Kat sitting in front of the Waymo for about 7 seconds. The cat then walked under the Waymo and proceeded to head towards the sidewalk as the car pulled away. All right, so this is interesting. The Waymo is actually being accused of acting in a murder, like actually murdering the cat. All right, let's keep going.
Before the Waymo ran over Kit Kat's lower half of her body. And the poor thing crawled 10 feet back to the sidewalk and suffered a horrible, horrible long unaliving. AVs collect endless amounts of data on us and erode ridership from struggling transportation, public transportation, contribute to traffic congestion, and also drive harmful mining practices in the global south.
Yeah, get her out of here. Get her out of here. I can't deal with this harmful mining practice. These people want, white guilt will kill us all. It will kill us all, by the way. This will kill everyone. The idea that this woman gives a shit about a cat but doesn't comment on the overall nightmare that her city has become, this will kill us all. It's a white woman who will make excuses for why someone is shooting up in front of your kids. Always, without fail. It'll be a white woman who looks like her who will make excuses for why someone is shooting fentanyl in a Panera. Because there's a certain sickness where certain white people like to get off on explaining to their kids that other people are on drugs. And they kind of like it. They like, I know a sick fuck who lives in Venice and he goes, my son has a window right by the alley and he sees the homeless people and it's cool. It's a good experience for him to have. And I go, no, it's not. You're sick. It's actually not a good experience. But they like that. There's a certain breed of white scum that believes that homeless people are fun, teachable moments for their children. That having junkies around is fun because they get to teach compassion to their children. Now, they won't call their brother or sister they haven't talked to in 10 years, but they get to teach compassion to their children by saying, oh, that's someone who has issues. They're sick. They have a problem. This is a pathology. I'd never encountered it until I was in LA or actually in San Francisco to the West Coast, Portland and Seattle, where people actually fetishize sick people dying on the street. And they like it. There's something about them. They like it. They like explaining it to their children, and that it shows that they're somehow good people because they urge compassion. Not everyone has a house like we do. Not everyone's lucky enough to have a house like this. So what they need is a steady stream of junk. And then there's the sick people who just light them on fire. There's a lot of like finance or tech people that probably late at night will grab these homeless people and just kill them, light them on fire, or rape them or murder them, truly, to get off. That's probably happening too, as a guess. But I think the larger problem is that you have like the white guilt brigade that's out there going, well, isn't like, I hear about this, that the kids, they have their favorite homeless person. This is how sick it is. I'm telling you right now, I've heard this in Los Angeles. People go, well, it's our unhoused neighbor and my son loves him and he always brings a little treat for my son. He always brings like a little toy for my son. And I go, how sick are you people? You know, when the Echo Park homeless encampment got busted up in LA, a homeless encampment where a woman died, OD'd on fentanyl. You know who really hated it? The community of sick people that fetishize dying homeless people. And they walked their kids around that little homeless encampment where they showed their children dying homeless people because they treated those fentanyl addicts like people in a zoo. They're disgusting and sick, and they should be sent to the Ukraine and killed. Anyway, I'm on the road.